everyone, this is ICOTalk. My name is Anastasia, and today I'm going to review a project called Humanscape. So let's see what this project is about. So Humanscape, it's a project that's working to establish its namesake platform, Humanscape, a decentralized patient network based on blockchains. So right here they have a short video, it's less than 2 minutes, and I would highly recommend watching it because here they explain what they're doing and how they're doing it. So it's a solution to incurable diseases basically by curating personal health data, because a lot of people suffer from incurable diseases and they can be helped with the right data, because Humanscape can provide practical help for patients and they want them to overcome their diseases through intellectual and emotional interaction with each other based on community activities. This process is expected to generate and collect a high volume of patient data. Right here in the video they named it PGHD, and they have this data on various disease groups. Furthermore, Humanscape facilitates active research into incurable diseases and the development of new medicine, new drugs, and it links patients to external industry sectors such as pharmaceutical firms and research institutions that can help patients to avoid complications and enjoy a healthy life through the continuous self-management of their lifestyle and their symptoms. So their mission is really amazing and positive. They're trying to help people with incurable diseases. And this platform, Humanscape, it's taken steps to liberate people from incurable diseases as its contribution to a world where everyone is healthy and therefore everyone is happy. So they're trying to make the world a better place this way. That's basically what they explain in the video. Right here, they have white paper and one pager. We will have a look at it in a bit. They're really well represented in social media. You can follow them on Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, check out their Telegram, their announcements. So first and second pre-sale were successfully sold out. They had 2 pre-sales and there's final chance for pre-sale and you have to register for it. So there's whitelist registration right here and how to buy. So let's click whitelist registration. They have directions here. What do you need to do? Enter basic information, take a selfie of yourself holding your ID and wait to receive confirmation. So they try to protect their investors from any potential problems and regulation through KYC. KYC is Know Your Customer. And this takes approximately 2 days on average, but it can take up to 7 days. And I wouldn't see it as any complication for you. I would actually think that it's a great step to being safe and secure and identify clients. So there's basic information you need to provide. Ethereum wallet address, upload a picture. If you're interested, you can see all the instructions here, and there are instructions on how to buy. Again, 17 pages, you can have a look. For example, do not use exchanged wallet address. Anyway, they explain step by step for everyone who would be interested in investing. It's really easy. Just read through it. Everything's with screenshots, everything's pictured. So you can be absolutely sure that you're not doing anything wrong. And there is a one pager in white paper. We'll be coming back to this in a bit. Here's their media. It's right here, but we can see here, for example, token sale, advisors and entries. Right here you can click more to read more about their pre-sale. Here is the interesting part because you actually can find out more about what they're doing. There are still numerous people in pain due to many unconquered diseases at this moment. So either from not knowing the exact cause of their diseases and proper treatment of their diseases, and they're said that their diseases are not curable, and their suffering strikes a family as a whole, both physiologically and economically, and end up causing astronomical social costs. So their solution is patient-generated health data. Oh, as I mentioned earlier, it's also mentioned in the video, PGHD. So Humanscape believes that systematically organized information from a good number of patients can be a solution to unconquered diseases. And PGHD takes around 60% of the total amount of health data. However, due to the lack of a solid platform where it can be collected and organized, then it only exists in fragmented form. And Humanscape? It aims to free all mankind from diseases, by integrating this data into one source, collecting it in one source. And as I said, I think their mission is extremely inspiring. So what are the benefits of Humanscape? Well, first of all, they're using blockchain technology, and patients' health data has been in the hands of the third parties, and they've been trying to monopolize it like it's always been with data, commercialize it. And it was merely impossible for patients to know to what extent their health records was collected and who needed it and how it was used. But however, with this new blockchain technology that provides transparent environment in data usage, now anyone can look up the transactions of data, and patients can have the authority over their own health data. And they say that according to KMPG, nearly 40% of healthcare organizations are being targeted by cybercrime. And encrypted data can be, it can be used, distributed. It can be stored safely to manage sensitive patient data using blockchain. So there are a lot of benefits of using blockchain. And there are also benefits through Humanscape for the patients, because they can get more motivated to fight against their disease by being highly involved with their treatment. Benefits for medical experts, because they can gain valuable insights and provide precisely targeted treatment to each patient. And it benefits the researchers, because they can conduct efficient and curable disease-related researches, such as drug development based on the real data shared by patients, by real people. Okay, here's a described token economy, again, how it benefits patients, pharma companies, how Humanscape helped them to connect to each other. What is the role of human token in here? They have their own application, the app of Humanscape. And so what you can do here: personal health profile. Patients' personal health profile, such as daily records of illness, symptoms, administered medication. So what you can do here on their application: personal health profile. Patient's personal health profile, so you add like records of illnesses, symptoms, medication, and other data. It can be entered and managed altogether in their profile section. And only under patient's permission, this data can be utilized for researchers and clinical studies. So this brings better chances for recovery, because they gather data from a lot of patients, and it helps to build a huge database. Also, for the community, those health records are shared by all patients. And so the rarer the disease is, the less information is available about it, obviously. So in this respect, every little piece of information from every patient, from every person, is valuable, and it can be a great help. So you will be not only helping yourself, but also you will be contributing to a better, to a better database, and you can help another person to recover. And Data Hub. So when it comes to incurable or rare diseases, relatively small amount of patient data can be still useful for pharmaceutical companies and clinical studies. So they're trying to gather target patients and conduct researches. And for example, in 2018, there was a case which existing medical research paper was refuted by 109 ACL patients' data. Here's the explained by blockchain. Right, so just as I mentioned again, so data, people's health data should not be monopolized. It should not be collected without their permission or used without their permission. And it must be safely controlled and utilized in a transparent manner for the public interest. So using this blockchain technology, now it's possible. Blockchain provides transparent environment in data usage, and anyone can look up all the transactions of data, and ultimately patients can retain control and authority over their own health data. Here's their roadmap. So 2016 and 17, you can see they achieved a lot during those 2 years. Okay, they developed beta test of Helen mobile medical assistant. They launched Helen. They acquired so much data from Helen Beauty Care. So now in the first quarter of 2018, they already published their white paper. They had company incorporation in Hong Kong. In the second quarter, they had first and second pre-sale, and they already the first and second pre-sale was extremely successful. It was all sold out, and they have the last round, so it's the last chance to register. Then they will have a main sale, and they will have the test group with patients, health professionals. They will build their test group and Indonesia incorporation. And there's 4-quarter exchange listing, alpha test. Okay, and what about 2019? Beta test closing, soft launch in South Korea and Indonesia, business model validation, and in the 2nd quarter, the last step will be the main launch in South Korea and Indonesia. Let's see the other parts of their website. Let's get acquainted with their team. I always like to have a look at the team because you can also access their LinkedIn profiles and see where they worked before, their experience. And if you're interested in investing or contributing to any project, you always want to have a look at a team, get acquainted what they've been doing. They have marketing, design team. You can see their pictures, which is really nice. Software engineer, business development, and of course the CEO. Okay, and they use advisors. Humanscape works closely with top-tier doctors, professors, and professional researchers working in blockchain and healthcare field. So, about the blockchain, they use blockchain advisors, digital healthcare advisors. For example, there is Samsung Medical Center, or they cooperate with universities, with doctors, pharmaceutical companies, clinical researchers, law, finance, patient association. They use a lot of advisors, which is always really good for any project. And they're partnering with many big companies. Right here, there are more details about the token sale. So their token, as we already know, is called Human Token, HUM. That's the abbreviation. And the tokens will be issued throughout Ethereum initially. After issuing Steam-based token through SMT, they plan to hold a conversation event for existing token holders. Okay, there is total issue volume and standard price. So one human token is $0.01. And as they say, the exchange rate between Ethereum and human token will be determined based on CoinMarketCap closing price of the day before the sale. So it will meet one human token, $0.01 rate. So technically it doesn't really depend that much on Ethereum actually. Okay, here's the allocation. Okay, 40% token sale out of 2.5 billion human tokens, 5% for the advisors, 20% for the Humanscape team, and okay, business development 15% and 20% community construction. Okay, token generation event, they will have bonus lockup policy locked for 3 months after the ICO. Okay, so here are all the stages. So they already had, as I mentioned, 2 pre-sales. There is 3rd pre-sale coming up, and it's going to be announced soon, and the main sale. And they also have their bounty program. If you're interested, there are rules. You can see right here, rewards, but you need to get approved for that. No need to fill out the registration form. Reward will be automatically given to your wallet address after the main sale. Okay, so you can participate before the end of main sale. You should be a part of their Telegram channel and stay in the Telegram chat room until the end of the main sale. Right here you can follow their official Facebook page. Right here for 100 human tokens. You can follow their Twitter page for 100 human tokens. You can register it in the whitelist. So it's actually pretty easy, and you can still participate and kind of contribute to their amazing project. So that was the airdrop and bounty program. It's a little bit more complicated. Okay. So first of all, I have to fill out bounty program registration, then report your bounty activity through this form, and then you can check your activity. Also rules here and all rewards. So everything's very transparent. If you want to participate in the bounty program, again, there are all the rules and they write all the rewards right here. Also, they have frequently asked questions. I would recommend going through it because some information here, it's not mentioned on the website, like when we look through it. So they talk about, in general, about their Know Your Customer program. Well, not a program, more than a process of checking customers. About participation, how can you participate, then about the token sale, more details. For example, what happens to tokens that are not sold? Well, they're due to be burned. So, for example, this question, are you planning to adjust your sales in response to surges in Ethereum prices? Yeah, so as I said, the price will be capped on 1 human token, $0.01 US, and there is no plan to change the ratio according to the changes in price of Ethereum. Okay, what is the exchange rate of Ethereum and human token? Or how can I participate more than once in the ICO? Yes, there's no limit in the number of times you can participate. If we go down, there's more, again, information, basic information. So about what is Humanscape? It's a blockchain-based patient network, and it collects and processes health information from patients with rare incurable diseases, because there aren't many articles, there isn't much information in the network about it, especially about rare diseases, and it's not going to only help patients but also doctors and medical experts. Okay, why they use blockchain, how can patients benefit from it. Okay, a lot of information here is extremely useful. For example, technical frequently asked questions about their platform. Okay, so for example, why did Humanscape pick the SMT platform? Because it's a community service and they think it's not appropriate to operation with Ethereum, which has a high transaction costs and long transaction times due to the nature of community. So they chose Steam-based SMT, blockchain optimized for this community service. And there are no transaction fees on Steam, and the block creation is also very fast, at a rate of 1 every 3 seconds. We will have shorter development time because SMT already has key features needed to operate the community Steam. Again, there are a lot of questions and you can find all the answers. Even like this is so interesting. In what way is the data stored? What types of data? How they store personal information? Also questions about their team, about their advisors. And the last part of this review, I would also recommend checking out their white paper and one-pager. It's right here on the front page, right near the video. White paper and one-pager, right here. So on the one-pager, it's basically all the information that we've been through right now. It's summed up really well. And if you just want to get to know the project, pretty much everything you need to know is in the one-pager. About their service, community, team, pretty much about everything. But the white paper is, of course, much more informative. And if you are interested in investing or participating, I would highly recommend you to open the white paper and read, or at least look through it. So they talk here about incurable diseases. Okay, about the process of recovering and how some patients suffer from those diseases and they're uncertain about chronic diseases. Okay, the next step is patient-generated health data and a clue to the solution. They explain everything really well with pictures. For example, since the majority of patients' activities occur outside hospitals, information recorded at a clinical office is inevitably limited. Therefore, growing importance is being placed on PGHD because information will be collected daily. It will be collected directly from patients and produced by patients throughout their struggle against diseases. But therefore, they can help not only themselves, but they can help other patients with similar diseases. again, about healthcare professionals that make decisions on medical treatments, and they can do it based on data collection from hospitals. However, these data are created by capturing patients' health at a certain time point, like, for example, when you're in the hospital. But when they collect this information daily, when the patients are willing to share it, it helps medical experts tremendously. Again, they talk about attempts and limitations in building a health information community, difficulties they faced. They talk about their token, benefits of human token, about the distribution. Pretty much, it's a lot of information we've already discussed from the website, but they have like the same information but much more expanded. A lot of technical details that you need to know. Yeah, so I would recommend to check the white paper. It's long, it's 40 pages long, but they have a lot of information that we've discussed from the website, but it's expanded and contains a lot of technical details right here. So their website is humanscape.io. So this was a review of a project called Humanscape. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, ICOTalk.tv, to watch more interesting reviews and videos. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.